It's not far away. Forbury Park Sports Bar and Bistro. Handicap Trot open for business during the Christmas New Year period. Just closed Christmas Day, but always plenty of specials down there. They sponsor race number 7. They walk into the barrier strands release and they're off and trotting. Mr. Majestic was slow and galloping out was Bono Hest on the inside. So too Dusty Air, who galloped as well. Favourite JCK was on the journey. First away on the inside is Montmorency over Don't Look Back, and coming forward out wider is Bobbins. About 3 lengths away then to Another Delight, who trots into 4th. 2.5 away Mr. Majestic. 3 away OK Vanu was the best of the back markers away. Further back then to JCK, who gets in front of Bono Hest. The next is Feather Boys, who made a great start from the 40. 2 lengths away into Ottawa. 2.5 back then to Quafai Wiz, who was last of the bunch, and a long margin away to the one that muffed the start, who was Dusty Air. Around the home turn they come, 2,100 metres left to run, and Bobbins opens them up by a good 5 to 6 lengths here over Montmorency second. Don't Look Back is third. 2.5 lengths away Another Delight. About 4 lengths back, and behind that then is Mr. Majestic in the clear from JCK, who's got away from the markers and is starting her descent around them. Back on the inside is OK Vanu, followed through then by Feather Boys, who has the back of JCK. In turn Ottawa. Back on the inside is Bono Hest from Quafai Wiz, and a long margin back. The only horse of no chance in this is Dusty Air. Up into the back they go. Bobbins has completed its first circuit and runs them along 2 by 5 lengths. Montmorency gives chase in second. 2.5 lengths away third is Don't Look Back as they trot through the lead time at 1:26.4, which is moving along for this grade. Back and forth is Another Delight. 5 lengths away JCK. It's her job to bring the pack forward. Back on the inside is Mr. Majestic. Feather Boys on the back of JCK. Followed through then by OK Vanu. Ottawa the outside. 2 lengths back then at Quafai Wiz and Bono Hest. The speed will either help or hinder the back mark. We'll find out in a lapse time what it'll be. And tailed right off is Dusty Air. Around the home turn they come, 1,200 metres left to trot, and Bobbins with a win on every foot leads in 30.6 the first quarter of the last mile. Still 5 lengths in advance of Montmorency. 3 away, Don't Look Back. Next on the inside, Another Delight. JCK's been parked out the whole race, and she's 50 outside the favourite. Next is Feather Boys from Mr. Majestic. Few of these with their tongues hanging out already. Ottawa around that. 2 lengths away, Quafai Wiz. Back on the inside is OK Vanu, and further back then to Bono Hest, and last is Dusty Air. 850 metres left to run in the Forbury Park Sports Bar and Bistro Handicap Trot, second quarter. He got a breather there, did Williamson on Bobbins. 32 seconds. Leads the way into the back now, driven up. Starts their third circuit, a length and a half clear of JCK, who gets to second. Montmorency driven up in the trail, might be gone. 1-1 is Feather Boys. Back on the inside then is Don't Look Back, await space, but on the back of Montmorency, who's going nowhere at this stage. Next, Another Delight. 2 lengths away then is Ottawa. Quafai Wiz starts her as run out wider. Further back then to OK Vanu. 400 metres left to run. 29.2 the third quarter. Up to the home turn, and JCK cruises to the front now. Over Bobbins, who's still there on the inside. 2 lengths away, Feather Boys. Out wider, Another Delight. Don't Look Back into the clear. Deeper out, Quafai Wiz, but JCK went for home. 3 lengths clear now of Bobbins. Feather Boys back to the Pineley Farm passing lane. Don't Look Back is making big ground with Quafai Wiz. JCK wanting to duck out under pressure, but still had that lead over Don't Look Back and Quafai Wiz. JCK, tough win. Beats Don't Look Back, Quafai Wiz. Ottawa home 4th. Next in Another Delight from Feather Boys. Further back then to Bobbins, who made it very interesting. Deeper out, OK Vanu. A long margin back, Montmorency. Back in the field also, Mr. Majestic back on crossing with Bono Hest and Dusty Air at the back of the field. Final quarter in 30.7.